I'm here with our architect in Madrid, Fran Saiz, and we're standing in front of the project recently completed. And if you're thinking about building a home or a villa in Spain and you're thinking about using Vida homes, this is a look behind the curtains so you can get to see a little bit more about who we are and how we work together. Fran is the architect who is responsible for this project. Nayara, our client, actually did the design, but Fran has supervised the work and he's responsible. He's signed off on the project. So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, John.
You know, you and I have prepared a little bit for this discussion.
Yeah.
And as you know, I wanted to ask you this. What would you say, what would be the advice you would give to a foreigner who is thinking of building a home or a villa in Spain?
Okay, I think that the best thing I can say is you have to choose your team wisely.
Yes.
Because your team can save you money, time, and a lot of stress. There are so many things here in the construction world you have to deal with, and so many things that can trip up everything. So even if you are an experienced client, you have to know the legal, business, and cultural environment here in Spain, how the things work here, and you have to choose your team that is going with you all the time, from the design to the finish of the build.
Well, that is, of course, exactly why we set up Vida Homes, is to cover all of that on behalf of our clients. You're an architect, you live in Madrid. Tell me, what was it that inspired you to become an architect?
I don't know what inspired me to be an architect, but what I want when I do my work is try to know what the people need to live. Approach the project taking care of the way of life. In order to that, we design the spaces they need, always looking for a good design, but trying to make this building with low impact.
Sustainability.
Sustainability is one of the pillars of our work. The house must work on his own with the sun and with the climate. And we try to improve the performance of the technical code to make a very comfortable house.
And it's those little details very often that for each individual client that means that they are living their best life because it's what works for them. Are they sunset people or are they sunrise people? How do they like to live their lives? I like to think that we're very good at that.
I think so. You have to listen what they want, how they live, and what are their expectations. No,
Yes.
To manage all the expectations is very important because they don't know how building works and how much they can spend. So you have to deal with the expectations all the time to go with them.
Looking at this project now, which I'm kind of in my own way very proud of it, or we were obviously able, it's Nayara and Simon that built it, Nayara designed it, but we supported them from start to finish.
Yeah.
What aspect of it are you most proud of?
I think the work we have done all the team together, the project management, the cultural translation between the clients and the cultural environment here, and also the legal one. No, construction is you have to know how it works, and if you don't, you can feel really lost in. So the work we have done to design and build. So I think the teamwork has to design and build. This is very important right now.
One company that does everything.
Working for the project. No, we have a project, the client, technical office, and the contractor and the project management. We have only one project, and we work all together on it. I think that's the big thing here. So I love this project. No, the design, the materials, the open spaces. No,
yes,
I love everything, and also the comfort you can feel inside.
Yes.
So the performance of the building is not only the performance and the numbers. The performance is only to be comfortable there. So you have a quiet place to be. You have a very light place with those windows, and you also have a really warm and cool place to be. Yeah.
We've just been inside. It's a very warm day today in Madrid.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, it's like walking into a cave or walking into a cathedral, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
of course.
very
Absolutely.
comfortable. Do you like working with international clients?
Of course. I think it's a challenge because of the cultural change.
Yes, but we learn as well.
We learn.
Them.
Yeah, so to support them is a challenge because they don't know what is going to happen here. So we have a Mediterranean country, so the cultural change is really big. But if you have a cultural translator, no, like you, John, so you really make everything happens. No, the way it happens is really easy. Most of the problems you can find in work is communication.
Yes,
problems.
I totally agree.
So I think it's essential to have someone that do this translation. No?
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. That was
Thank you.
excellent.